MC that's still existing. I don't care if you're vet, stash, salute, double time, and my new up-and-comers that know what this culture really is. You ain't gotta dumb down nothing. Get their ass the heater every time. When you burn and you out here, get their ass the heater. That's what you do. Be yourself while you doing this shit. That was real good.
Thank yourself. Don't shout, don't run, don't hide, don't sky. This is me coming to you natural and live.
Alright. Yeah. Shout out to my man John. Yeah. This is the brew. Audio Fiends, homie. One. Run the track, drive around in my avalanche. Beat the scene and get what you need, but I'm digging weed on my Kroger sack. What the hell are you talking about? Australian walkabout. T Wrex, I've been dumb hot. Fucking around, but you come quiet. It won't stop. Steady flowing, fast paced, and we keep going. Ask the questions without knowing which direction are you.
All right, man. We back here in the mixtape show. We live here in the NYC.
Yes, sir.
In Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the host of us, Miss Darlene, my aunt Darlene, taking us in.
Love you
for this trip.
Love you, man.
This next dude that I'm sitting next to right here doesn't really need introduction. For those who've been tuned into the mixtape show, for those who've been tuned into everything that we've been doing here, everybody knows this guy right here has been my dude for the past couple of years, three and a half, 4 years. And his story is incredible. As a person, fuck the music, you know what I'm saying? Just as a person, just the things that he's been through to live his dream, you know, to make good music, you know what I'm saying, with messages and stuff.
No doubt.
He doesn't do very many interviews, so it's a pleasure to definitely sit down with my guy and just chop it up and talk about it. So I don't know how long we're gonna go with this. This could be 30 minutes. This could be an hour. This could be 4 hours. It don't matter.
Word up.
I just want to give my man his shine and give him his roses and let him tell his. A lot of people, and we'll get into all of that. A lot of people may perceive my dude as one way. There's more to it. It's a lot of layers to it, just like anybody else. So we're gonna definitely get into it. But first and foremost, my brother Rex, the official interview that we've been teasing for years.
No doubt.
Mixtape show.
Word up, man. Pleasure, man. Long overdue. Shout out to the mixtape show, man. It's catapulting platform for actually helping artists achieve and see different things about their careers, you know, and that's one of the main reasons why me and Kawon blended, you know. This man truly helps me and I help this man. I want to make sure that y'all know that, you know, and we help each other to push each other to be greater. And I have met some of the most prolific artists independently that are discovered that hadn't had that major break yet. You know, I could ramble off some names, and I will throughout the interview. People that I've actually talked to. I met some interesting people throughout my walk, and really met some interesting business last night. We'll get into that too later on, but I've worked my tail off, man. You know, this new campaign we working right now is beautiful. I have done shows and created platforms with Kawon, with his direction for artists in Texas, back where we at. You know, I've done mentoring. I still currently work and manage. We all do, me, him. Shout out to my man Sean Swift, S.Swift Radio. He's also a part of our family. We work, man. We've been working. Shout out to my man Tech Force. That's what we do. We manage kids, and well, it's not a kid, it's grown-ass man, you know what I'm saying, that really has good vision, and we try to make sure we keep him where he needs to be and still remain to be the person he is to give you what we need. So
Absolutely,
you know, it's
man.
been good. Really great. The ride to get here, the journey, like we always talk about.
It's always about the journey, man.
Man, it's never gonna be the way you think you should get it. We just spoke on this yesterday. Everybody else has to get their burn and turn differently than everyone else got theirs, and it might be in accordance to the same kind of jargon, but it's not the same. It's not the same, man.
Absolutely. So the official album title now was been rebranded.
Yes.
Boom Bap Beats and Bar Work.
Yeah, playing off these words.
Playing off the campaigns. Everybody knows the mixtape show. One of the taglines has always been Boom Baps and Bars.
That's right. That's right.
My man, we kind of really coined a bar work phrase, spelled a little bit differently.
It's a trip.
And
it's a trip.
It's all about boom bap. That's always the common thing for all of us as we rap music. So
Indeed.
It only makes sense.
Indeed.
And if you guys watch the social media videos prior to this interview, Aaron, we explain why the campaign changed and the name changed, but the music is still remaining the same. None of the music's changing on the project.
No, I carry a torch, man, for this shit, and boom bap is definitely the first lesson I got, in this shit. When I got exposed to it in Louisiana, in Monroe, Louisiana, that's my hometown, and Kawon done drove past and up and down through there, so is my man Leeway, but that's where I learned all of this stuff from. I watched all of this from out here, Gangstar, Guru, the first guy that ever showed me how to really paint a picture and tell stories in color and tell the truth with it, with swag, was CL Smooth. Real deal shit. If you listen to Ghettos of the Mind off the Mecca and the Soul Brother album, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with y'all.
Yeah.
The pictures is ultra colorful. This is why I learned. This is the birthplace.
Yeah.
Boom bap beats. Bar work is a term that I coined with my dude. I came up with it, and then he expanded on it.
Yeah.
He gave you the actual definition coin term,
Yeah.
in letters. I got shirts like that too, but that's the ability to speak and say and hold the attention of anyone when you're standing in front of them.
Yeah.
And you ain't just talking about rap music. You're talking about your pitch and your business or anything that you do. You got to be able to talk, with the people.
Yeah.
And that's important. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
You have to communicate with people. We know what kind of world we're in, man, but music is a universal language.
Yeah.
So you have to understand the terms and jargon. So when we came up with the official rebranding of this, it was to literally y'all my partner and how we work together, because I said what I wanted. He seen it. This is what I seen when he seen it. In less than 3 weeks, you seen a campaign that was very, very serious.
Yeah.
Constructed by me and him. Usually when me and him get together, it's so many terms: general, electric.
Yeah.
You trust me, Wonder Twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me, bro. When we get to cultivating ideas, you'll start seeing stuff like the 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
It's not over.
Yeah.
It's not over, man.
So take me back to before we get into the music part. Lewis Gray as a person, growing up in Monroe, Louisiana.
Oh, man.
What was that like coming up for you, upbringing and all that kind of stuff?
A lot of love by a lot of my family. I mean, everybody in my family, from my grandmother to my uncle, Otis, that really showed me what this hip hop thing was in a disco kind of form. We'll get on that. We'll definitely expand on that. Shout out to Uncle Frankie. You, man, I'm glad I met my man's mentor and how he catapulted into this, man. Y'all need to understand this trip was more than anything that I could ever imagine, from the understanding and knowledge, because that's where it came from me in Louisiana. I seen my uncle do a lot of stuff, but when I seen him build disco floors and dance floors with the lights under the bottom of them, like he was living Saturday Night Fever or some shit like that, to see him get in a DJ booth and actually speak into a microphone, and he was more assertive and sure what it was he was saying. I still see it and remember it right now, how my Uncle Otis literally got in the booth and my eyes was about as big as this damn river over here. I was like, oh shit, what the hell is that? He said, Tony, you like that? I was like, that was probably some of the dopest shit I've ever seen, but it hadn't tapped into me yet. I hadn't channeled in. I was still trying to figure out who I was at that time. I fitted into the wrong stuff. Cats wanted me around to do certain things. I still hadn't found myself yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who I was in Louisiana then, and then when I moved to Texas, though, I was still getting all this tutelage. I was still getting all of this dope tutelage from these MCs out here. Shan, uh, Nas's first joint live at the barbecue with my man,
Main Source.
yeah, Main Source
Yeah.
and Large Pro,
Akinelli.
Akinelli. Oh my God, bro,
Yeah.
it's fucking bananas.
We are literally in that hot spot right now.
Look, man, shout out to everybody that ever
Queensbridge.
birthed any kind of bars out. Man, I'm at the home of Kid and Play. You need to understand, the Kid and Play, dog. They any commercial, whatever, I don't care. Them cats work their ass off, but they from here. They right from here. Everybody that influenced us, even in the other side, shout out to Mobb Deep, bro. R.I.P. Prodigy. If I ever learn how to talk slick and learn how to do it without the jargon, but with the jargon, I learned from these cats. I learned from various cats from Atlanta. I learned from various cats from Louisiana. I learned from various cats from Houston. I learned from various cats from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from various cats from Midwest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chi-Town, everywhere, man. I learned from you cats. I'm still a student, but I'm trying to keep preserving the culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you see this.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how many people. I flashed this to a dude from the Bronx that just moved from the Bronx in Texas. Me and my man Leeway was at a sports bar. Asked him and showed him. I said, man, what do you think when you see this? First thing that come to mind, he said, MC. Bars. I looked at Lee. Lee was like, boy, y'all marketing is stupid. I said, well, that's a contributing factor to Kawon and myself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to reach the people, and you got to be able to touch them. So Boom Bap Beats and Bar Works was wordplay off of merch my man concocted and things that I'm doing together. This is how we work together.
Mm-hmm.
It's magic, bro, when me and my dude work together.
Yeah. So when you was in that DJ booth and
Man.
everything,
Man.
what's some of the lessons he taught you, man? Not the hip hop lessons, but as far as your voice, because you always brought that up as far as using the music to and you're using your voice to marry to the music. And all that.
Yes. So my Uncle Otis, this was in Hutchinson, Kansas, mind y'all, bro. I gotta tell y'all this. My uncle seen me do some of the dopest shit ever without writing, not freestyling anything. I was a b-boy, I was a breaker, I was pop locker, that shit. Favorite movie is probably gonna be Beach Street. That's gonna be one of my favorites of all time, Harry Belafonte. That's gonna be my favorite. The iconic breakdance scenes in that movie is probably some of the sickest shit you see cats right now in the new age. Where you think they learn how to get more prolific with it? Where you think DJs, how they had to learn how more intricate with their shit, flare cut, scratching? Yeah, I know about that too because I know how to do that too. I wear many hats, but my uncle told me my voice and how you rock people. Certain things that you say with great records that you plan to get people to move. Been in plenty of venues where DJs know who I am that have seen me perform once or twice. They'll give me the mic and say, hey man, look, I need you to walk around here and and I need you to do what you do. Me and Kawon work well like that. I like my man to focus in on what he's doing, because Kawon go hard if you ever see him DJ. Shout out to Sean Swift, he goes hard if you ever see him DJ. They'll give me the mic or I'll take it. The tension's already there. Kawon know how to talk. He has great commentary, but it's a different kind of deeper focus. You got a guy that got a voice and knows how to interact with the people. That's the key points my uncle used to put out to me.
Yeah.
Because every time he spoke, it's like you got hit with that E.F. Hutton shit, like this. The fuck was that shit? Yo, this dude's going off. Yo, the big dude, the big fat 305-pound dude that's in there with the two big, thick Panasonic joints. This is 1979, 80, y'all. Y'all have to understand what it was I was seeing. That was nowhere the hell I should have been with my uncle in these places. But I was. That was the lesson. R.I.P. my Uncle Otis, man. I love you for giving me the jewel.
Yeah.
Because he told me also, hey, man, look, you buy too much rap music.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as I buy too much rap music.
Yeah.
I love fucking hip hop. And at that time when he was telling me, Mama Said Knock You Out album was out.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he told me, say, hey man, look, won't you write your story?
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? I don't know how to be that prolific to
Yeah.
make rhymes go together. Are
Yeah.
you serious,
Yeah.
dude? I'm just a fan of music.
Yeah.
So if the dancing thing don't work out for you, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. You a DJ. That's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna write some shit.
Yeah.
You done been through too much shit for you not to be able to be like Ice Cube or somebody like that that actually know how to tell stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mind you, step into the arena, and Mecca and the Soul Brothers were my textbook. Truth and realness over here with dope beats and scratches. That's Guru and Premier.
Mm-hmm.
Dope scratches, dope beats, colorful ass truth, and slick swagger
Yeah.
from Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Those were my textbooks. Then we got deeper into Public Enemy,
Mm.
Fear of a Black Planet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I had to go there. There was information in this music. That's what was missing. I'm carrying the torch, but I'm doing it in a different way. And I'm not even trying to just target and get on a soapbox with anything. You got to know how to do certain kind of records to be able to jolt these kids out here, man. So
Yeah.
shout out to my uncle again for giving me a chance to believe that I can actually stick with my penmanship.
Yeah.
Because I'm an MC too. I'm definitely an MC, but I'm a songwriter. I put these songs together in an MC form and really make you marry that song to the track.
Yeah.
You
so,
know.
So what was those first writings sounded like, man? What some of the that you can remember? How would you rate that?
I would rate that as about as good as you can drink this water in the Hudson. Shit.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Come-
what was the subject matter when you initially started writing?
how fly I am. How great of a supersonic MC at warp speed with numeric powers and all of this crazy ass shit that had nothing to do with you really being an MC. Culture is how you walk. Shout out to KRS One, taught me that shit. Shout out to MC Shan, he taught me that shit. How to MC. Master Ace, how to MC. Craig G, how to MC. Big Daddy Kane, how to have swag. And MC, Yo Tone,
Yeah.
you know, how to have swag in MC. Who else? Mantronics. Just Ice. I'm going way, way back, literally. Females. MC Light. Man, MC Light was a problem. Still is.
Still is, yeah.
Still is. That salute to you, sister. That woman is a problem. But people like her, the queen, of course. Nick, Roxanne Shante, the real Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and Pepper in their first prime. You know, the Cool Hot and Vicious album.
Yeah. Yeah.
That with the original Spinderella in that joint. Shout out to the other Spinderella.
Yeah.
She's dope. Oh my God, she's dope. She be in Dallas in and out. But stuff like that, I'm the understudy, bro. These people and men and women in this game have taught me a lot, and I'm just still trying to preserve what I know that's good in it now. Right? You've heard my music. Nothing's dated. Nothing sounds dated. Everything is right now in real time.
Yeah.
But it's the torture of carrying the culture and
Yeah.
preserving it.
So when was it when the switch flipped to where you was talking about how fly you was, how dope you was, your Adidas and all that, to when, as we always like to say, the reality rap. When did that set in for you? You know what I'm saying?
When I started hearing people like X Clan, Brother J. When I started hearing people like
What about in your personal life?
my
Like,
personal
it's one
life,
thing to hear, but when you was experiencing things and you
Oh.
want to write about it, when did that happen?
that happened probably when, when I experienced me being in and out of different situations that put me in other places that I didn't want to be. Group homes. Went homes to juvenile detention in Baton Rouge for a year and 6 months, and then I upgraded that shit and then went to Louisiana Training Institute, and it wasn't to get some damn education. It was to get street education in a place where your ass finna sit down and do 3 years of that shit and fight damn near every day to prove the point that you wasn't, y'all know what it is when you locked up. And this is the younger me going through all of that shit, still trying to find my way, and I did. So when I moved with my uncle to Kansas, that's the reason why he told me, say, hey man, look, you've been through some shit. And I listen to these stories that you actually shake your head to, like, I see how hard you be doing that. Actually, your man, you just got through interviewing him. I was literally writing instrumentals to YZ's master plan. Shout out to YZ. You know what I'm saying? Bro, y'all have no idea. I got my tutelage different. I did. I studied. I kept watching. I kept understanding what was happening, the transformation of music. My uncle told me, he said, bro, he said, I like that song, it's the Intelligent Hoodlum, Arrest the President. He said, Tony, you can write like that. He said, I can see you doing it. I'm like, I don't see how you see what you see, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, yeah.
I love to make my uncle happy because he always was, he was like my father. He was. My Uncle Otis kept me straight. He had a natural ability and a way of actually getting me to understand whatever tutelage he was. It wasn't just music, it was life. It was life lessons. But he's seen something in me that it's the reason why I'm still carrying the torch and walking with it right now, man. He's seen it. But those stories that I went through helped me be able to tell things about myself that I was not scared to talk about, that I wasn't afraid to be different in how I tell the story.
Yeah.
There's a million cats out here. This is, man. You know what it is. But everybody can't tell that story the same way.
Yeah.
You got to be able to be diverse. The music has to be able to marry to everything that you say. I learned that from these producers out here. I don't care if you DITC, care if you Night Wonder. I don't care who you are. Respect due. But I learned that from you guys because y'all. Shout out to Jay Dilla, R.I.P. This is how y'all craft y'all sound to make y'all hear Busta Rhymes, to make y'all hear a Common, to make y'all hear just dope ass MCs.
Yeah.
That can tell and paint that picture. So that's what I'm into. Painting pictures. I'm into actually making you see what I'm saying instead of me saying, you see what I'm saying? Now you actually see that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a real writer.
Yeah.
I work with great producers. Every producer you're not gonna be able to work with. They might be the dopest people on the planet, but that don't mean their business is gonna be really, really top notch.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to work with people that gel with you when you actually writing and constructing these songs, even if you do not per se put records physically yourself. If you come in with a concept, it's a concept record. You bringing it to a certain producer that can actually craft that out with your tutelage. Those are the people that you invite to work with, and you work with different various ones, and some of them they'll hit you on the spot with your sound because they like you that much. They really admire your style, so they done listen to your shit over the years and be like, yo, this is a Rex record. And when they hand it to me, like, nigga, how the fuck did you know?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Yeah.
That shit is dope.
Yeah.
You know how I get when I hear a track, bro.
Yeah.
I get animated. I be on some Disney Pixar I'm writing.
Yeah.
I do. I like to have fun with my craft, but I have business with my craft.
Yeah.
So telling stories is not easy, but it is if you understand you and what you want to get across to the people. Yeah. That's important.
So you dropped your solo joint, My Life on Paper.
Oh,
that's considered your debut album.
Yeah.
Just from
Great.
reading reviews on it and just hearing the stories, man, that was a successful independent release for you.
Very.
It got you in some doors too, man. Talk
got
about
me in
that.
some big doors. When I released it, it took me 10 years to put it out, but it was well worth it. I really got with some great people on the production end, and they actually listened to my songs. Some of them I had for them, but it was well worth the fight because if you listen to cats now, they'll tell you about these certain songs from back then as opposed to scoring it to, damn, I can't believe he's still doing it now, and it's doper. Like we knew Rex then, this is that dude on steroids with the shit because now I understand my style. I understand my style of music. I understand the backdrop to my music, the kind of music that I want you to makes me feel and write the shit that y'all be like, yo, nigga, that shit was dope as fuck when you said that shit. How'd you come up with that? Well, the music helped. I brought a concept and did this and then put this together, and this is the feel you get from it. Songwriting is for real over here at the group, man. It's 101 with me. I don't care if it's R&B. I don't care if it's, it's definitely hip hop. R&B, that's a different kind of animal, but I know how to write it. I know how to write feels, and I have shared this to certain people. You know what I'm saying? And they've all given me A1 props on it. You know what I'm saying? And on building sessions and how you work with different producers, because honestly, I love it when producers say, man, I love those artists that come in and they be real serious, and I want to give them the best record possible, and then they end up giving me a good feeling to produce the best record possible. And I'm waiting to do that more effectively, like I have been doing for this project, 80 Books. He came to me and was like, yo, I wonder what you, based off of what I've heard.
Yeah, shout out to Condu.
Shout out to Darren Condu Wilborn, 98% producer, along with myself, and Rod Kirkpatrick, salute, Tech Force, salute. It's album, bro, on this project, and I'm proud of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some other shit coming up too, but this is my baby. I've been working at this shit for 4 years, bro.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's go back to My Life on Paper joint, because you mentioned something that it took you 10 years to do that. What's some of the challenges that you had with as far as that timing? Because the question's gonna be that you always hear is, why does it take them so long to put records out?
Oh yeah.
What's some of those challenges that you experienced while crafting these?
A lot of
joints?
envious and inside hate from people that you thought that you loved. They love what you do, but they really didn't love you. They wanted to have the shine. They wanted to put the cart before the horse. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to sit up there and be these people and feel entitled because they embarked on the journey with you. Lessons that they were needing to get, they didn't get them like you did. You were more of a go-getter. They were more of a stand-stiller. They stood their ass there and stood still and waited until you did some shit. And now, when they wasn't so apted to produce the record, now they want to sit at you. You getting top billing, like opening up for acts, the whole entire High Row. Shout out to High Row, Organized Confusion, Pharaoh Munch, salute. You opening up for great people. You doing bigger things. You know what I'm saying? And you start moving, but the inside hate will make your shit stagnant. Even producer felt like, oh, okay, well shit, he going on without me. What you thought I was gonna do? We didn't join up and try to merge. Even if I wanted to merge and have pitched that to several producers, they wanted to do what they do. So when you start progressing and leaving, they feel like they still be entitled to go somewhere with you, even with the music. No, they ain't nothing like that.
Yeah.
You got to keep moving, bro. And oppression can come from a lot of places. Envy and hate and oppression from people that's been mobbing with you for 10, 12, 14 years. That is the wackest shit ever, but I had to experience all of this shit. Still didn't stop me from going and knowing how to do promotions for Warner Electric Atlantic. Still didn't stop me from going to do promotions for Def Jam, to know how to promote my shit better now, because I knew I had a mission statement.
Yeah.
I got out here in these streets. I did in-store. I worked the shit out of these streets and started learning how to do stuff, applying myself.
Yeah.
That is why this record did good and people understood what it was. When I dropped, it was something the industry knew.
Yeah.
Especially around in my city. At that time, S1 wasn't signed to Kanye or did the Power soundtrack yet. But he was definitely peaking on my shit. He definitely was there, him and his wife. I remember it like it was yesterday. Came right to me outside of it. Man, we should get together and make some music. I'm like, shit, whenever you ready. After that, Kanye came through and picked him, and he was gone. But that go to show you the kind of talent that was in Dallas, that still exists in Dallas, Texas. I had to fight for this shit, bro. I
Mhm.
did. Even from people that I work with, Kawon,
Mhm.
I had to.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say they was the wrong people. That was the lesson I had to learn being in the friend zone or being on some fair weather friend shit. I
Yeah.
can't do that. You in for a penny, in for a pal, fucking with me, and everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that because I will give you I will take off shirt threads,
Mhm.
everything to make sure you see you. I will step out the way and things that I would have for myself. I
Mhm.
will let you have it first,
Yeah.
just to show you what time with me because I'm not worried about the shine when I'm really trying to expose everybody, and that's what it was, bro.
Yeah.
You can't expose people that ain't ready to be exposed.
Exactly. So you talked about fighting for what you fight for, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed just from rocking with you, um, just to play the other side of the coin. People will say, "Oh, Rex is a difficult person to work with," or Rex, you know, he has this kind of negative energy, and I can understand why I feel that certain type of way because we live in a world now where if you're not kissing somebody's ass, or you're catering to their needs, it's to them it's perceived as you being a hater. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you just being,
Wow.
man, this guy's just a straight shooter and he's honest. Because that's how I view it as. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I may say, man, yeah, he kind of rubbing people the wrong way, but I get why. I get why they could be rubbed the wrong way, and I also get how they feel, how they would feel. But I also see your side of the coin too, as far as when you believe in something and somebody so much, man, and they don't see the potential, it can get frustrating.
It can
You
get
know,
real frustrating.
you know what I mean?
It get real
So,
frustrating, bro.
so let's talk about that real quick, man.
Okay.
I know you've heard it before too. That you're just a difficult person to deal with, or you
Man,
just
I've heard.
you're
You know what? You're hearing the clean version of this
Yeah,
shit. Is what I'm saying.
yeah.
So let's just get
Yeah.
raw with this shit.
Yeah.
I've helped a lot of cats around in DFW, and the ones that actually me and ask if they, to get the help, they didn't want the help. They wanted to shine and glow. They wanted to stand behind a name and do minimum work. If you've been in this shit long as I am, and long as I have, you'll know exactly what that shit feels like when you came from a group of cats that you was in a group 15 years to know and understand that shit when you see it. I eradicate instantly. The only real motherfucker that's been rocking with me, artist wise, and that has told the line is Tech Force, and he keeps showing up every time when we fly up out this motherfucker or go anywhere else on our business.
Shout out to Tech.
We not here to play. But see, all of y'all knew that. Promoters alike out here in Dallas Fort Worth. Y'all try to play a game. My dude made me understand the word collusion a whole lot more than y'all could ever do it. The thing is, the ones that I've actually helped wholeheartedly and reached out to, you'll never get the lesson like this, bro, if you're just trying to get a piece of it to still shine the way that you need to. My thing was to never, ever put you in the light like that. You put yourself in the light like that when you actually do shit and don't reciprocate. See, when we say the word reciprocation, you automatically talking about money or thinking we talking about that.
Yeah.
Y'all so far off fucking basis. It's retarded. It's not about money with us. We see paper. We know what that shit look like. We make money. We do what we do, but we ain't. We not those cats that's all you hear us talking about. That's coming in this shit. We don't look, bro. We don't have time for none of that. But most of you cats come over here and y'all see an opportunity and become obstinate. Y'all don't become steadfast, dedicated people to a movement that's cultivated, that is grassroots, and people everywhere in other countries see this shit, and y'all can't see it. Y'all just want to take from it. Do you really think I was born yesterday? I wasn't. But for you to play me out like that makes me this person you motherfuckers don't like when it comes to that. Now, let's flip that coin. Am I really like this in person all day, every day?
No, that would be exhausting.
Y'all know who I am,
would
bro.
be-
Y'all know this is the
be-
most calmest dude ever.
That would be exhausting to have to. it'd be exhausting just for you to be that person all day.
All
every
day,
you know what I'm saying?
dude, I would have an aneurysm.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't even be here.
That's not sustainable. You can't
No,
sustain
man,
that
you
type
can't.
of energy.
You can't. I'm too cool of a person.
I tell you what, brother. I think this is a good breaking point.
Word.
Because what I want to do is I want to get into the.
Yeah.
I want to get into because this is right around when I came in the mix.
Yes. Yes.
I think we got a nice little background as far as why we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do next go around is we'll keep talking about the new project, the struggles and the difficulties that we went through as a team so far.
Yeah, no doubt.
Putting this new project together, and we'll dig deep.
Let me say this without difficulty too, man. Not to
yeah.
cut you off. Everybody that I have had any kind of interactions with, I had interactions with y'all because y'all was super duper talented, and we are never gonna negate that. I don't care who you are. I'm not even finna name drop. It's not even necessary. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all are super duper talented people. Each and every last one of y'all, no matter in my 10-year tenure since I came back in 2012 from Atlanta, up until this point right now, y'all are super duper dope talented people I have met in my travels. I'm not going to say and sit here and say that I have not had pleasurable moments with each and every last one of y'all that didn't even have a full name for yourself until, hey, and I'm going to take only credit where credit is due. A lot of people didn't know a whole lot of y'all, but knew of you, but didn't know a whole lot of y'all until y'all got exposed by the mixtape show in the group. That's a word to my mama's mama. So with that being said, it was a pleasure learning and an experience. If I was difficult, I was on y'all ass because I seen y'all potential. I wasn't y'all brother like that if I was calling you my brother like that. I was your brother. I was your big brother or whatever it is that you want to call me. I don't care how you feel about it, but if I was digging in your ass, it's because nobody else dug in your ass like that to show you your potential. Y'all was still doing some of the same repetition. Until you're shown different and know it feels different, you got to be able to embrace that. Some of y'all wasn't ready to embrace that. Y'all was still trying to uncondition your ways of doing shit that you've been doing it. Because if I'd have still been doing what the hell some of y'all still doing now, me and Kawon wouldn't be sitting here now. I'll be at right where you at.
Yeah.
So you can talk all the shit you want. Bottom line, myself, I had a pleasure working with you. Especially if I came to you without you asking me or him. We seen things in a lot of y'all, but y'all also seen things in yourself. So I just want to say it was a pleasure. It wasn't all hateful or difficult, as you say.
Difficult.
Yeah.
This is my guy Rex, man. This is we're gonna get another one in here before we get back on the plane and home. But
salute.
Like I said, I definitely wanted to dig deep and kind of get under the layers of my brother right here, man. Because like I said, a lot of people perceive. And that's with everything. Every perception is a motherfucker. Human. It's you know what I mean?
I am not perfect in any kind of way.
But I wanted to use this platform, too, for you to kind of really tell your story. Cause
to clear the air.
Like we talk all the time in private, some people just see you as the guy who promotes on social media. Some people don't even know you an MC till they know you an MC. So because this is one of my favorite MCs.
He keeps saying that, yo, he keeps saying.
I heard some of this work that he got going. You're gonna find out. So we'll definitely get into some more. You know what I'm saying? We got to do some running around here. In the city.
No doubt. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned. We'll probably set up in another location here, and we'll finish the rest of this interview.
Yeah.
My
This
brother,
has been
man.
truly a blessing, man, to be out here amongst the whole.
Shout out to the
culture.
homie Lee over there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Doing
Leeway
his thing.
Endeavors, man. He's sitting over there just. I'm proud of you, bro. You need to know that, family. I am very proud of you, fam.
Yeah.
Thanks for stepping up.
Yeah, man. It's the team is getting built. Saying
Definitely getting built the right way.
I'll let that out the bag. We're working on some things. You know what I'm saying? We got some projects that we're working on. We building a team. We're doing a lot of in-house things. We had to do some house cleaning, and now we're doing some in-house things to get us where we need to be in all of our endeavors.
Y'all didn't know Mr. Clean was my kinfolk, right? He said, y'all come down, help y'all out, clean up shit, get some things together.
Yeah.
Gotta listen to some people.
Yeah. We got
It has
some,
been
yeah.
good, man. It's been totally a blessing.
We've been building with some dope people out here.
Oh,
and we're not
man.
even done yet. So
No,
it's
no,
definitely
no.
gonna be fun.
No.
You guys stay tuned. We're gonna air part 2 of this interview here soon. So shout out to my guy Rex for doing this.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
been about
Shout
3
out to
years
you,
I've been
too.
trying to get this.
But
I've been studying the subject for 3 years, so now I think I'm ready for this interview. So
yeah,
it's
I
not
think it's a point sheet
it's
too.
not
The
ready
point
for
sheet.
getting ready for him. You know
Trust
what
me,
I'm
I'm an open book. I'm not finna lie to my partner. This is my man in business and brother
Yeah.
and friendship. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to still separate the two. But if he asks me any questions, I know, especially if he done been around my family and I've been around his children. I'm an open book. He's supposed to know me. He's supposed to ask those questions. I'm supposed to answer them.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm supposed to answer them. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I don't really feel comfortable with you asking me that.
Yeah.
After knowing me for 3 years, I don't feel like I'm comfortable, but I'm more than comfortable. This was long overdue.
Long overdue, man. So we're gonna do part 2 here in a little bit. We're
Salute.
gonna move around the city. We got some spots to be.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time, man. I appreciate you,
It's the
bro.
mixtape show. It's
We're
the
gonna do
group.
this- We're gonna do this again soon.
Yes, sir.
Here in the city.
Leeway and Devils in the building.
Mixtape show in the NY Queensbridge. What's good, baby?
Salute.